Hello viewers, myself I am K. Bhaskar, working as Assistant Professor in Department of Chemistry at SRR Government Arts and Science College, Karimnagar. In this video, I am going to give a presentation on the topic nitrohydrocarbons. In the last video presentation, we have covered the classification, nomenclature, isomerism in nitrohydrocarbons. As well, we have also covered the topic of tautomerism in nitrohydrocarbons. At the same time, we have also covered the preparation of nitrohydrocarbons. In this video, we are going to cover the properties of nitrohydrocarbons. Right? If you look at this slide, these are the learning outcomes. That means after the completion of the video, we will get the information about these two concepts, that is tautomerism as well as properties of nitroalkanes. That means various named reactions involving nitroalkanes. By the end of this video, we will learn the properties of nitroalkanes and what are the concepts in the properties of nitroalkanes. Right? So before going into the properties of nitroalkanes, just I am reminding you once again the structure of nitroalkane. If you look at the structure of nitroalkane, in this the nitro group, you can see in the resonance structures the nitrogen is having positive charge. At the same time, this nitro group is a withdrawing group because it is having double bond in it, so it involves in minus mesomeric effect as well as minus inductive effect. That means here the nitro group is a minus IE as well as minus Me group having positive charge on nitrogen atom. Therefore, it is a powerful withdrawing group by which the adjacent carbon will become more reactive. You can see in the slide the adjacent carbon in the circle, you can see that is more active carbon. It involves in the reaction. Therefore, the active center which involves in the reaction in nitroalkanes is alpha carbon. Right? This is the reaction center of the nitroalkanes. These hydrogen atoms present on the active carbon called as active hydrogens. These active hydrogens will involve in the reaction which we see in the coming slides. Right. So tautomerism. What is tautomerism? This is nothing but isomers which are readily interconvertible. You can see the nitro form and Se form. The first example, this is a primary nitroalkane in which the alpha carbon is having two active hydrogens in it. Therefore, by the shift of hydrogen atom from one place to the other position, we will get the another tautomer form, that is Se form. Similarly, the secondary nitroalkane is also having one alpha hydrogen. Therefore, it will involve in the tautomerism to give another tautomer, that is Se form. Whereas secondary nitroalkane does not have any alpha hydrogens, therefore it does not involve in the tautomerism. Tautomers are nothing but these are the isomers which are readily interconvertible. But here one thing I would like to mention you that this nitro form is very stable compared to the Se form. Nitro form is very stable, whereas Se form is less stable. This nitro form is also called as, you can see this nitro form is also called as pseudo acid, whereas Se form is called as nitrolic form. Right? This pseudo acid is more stable compared to the Se form. And why this nitro form is called as a pseudo acid? Because just now I told you that this nitro form is more stable, but the Se form is less stable. But in presence of base like sodium hydroxide, the acid form will become more stable. So in presence of acid medium only, our nitroalkanes exist in the form of acidiform and gets acidity. Thereby it involves in reaction with the base to form salt. Right? Once again I am reminding you that nitroalkanes are called as pseudoacids because these nitroalkanes in presence of base only, they will be converted into acidiform. They exist in acid form, acidiform. Thereby it reacts with the base such as sodium hydroxide to form salts. That's why these nitroalkanes are called as pseudoacids. Right? Coming to the properties of nitroalkanes. The first one is acidity. Just now I told you that nitroalkanes exhibit acidity in presence of base. In presence of base only, the nitroalkanes exhibit acidity because the nitroalkanes will exist in form of acid, that is acidiform, in presence of base. In presence of base only, the nitroalkanes will exist in the form of acid and which will further react with the sodium hydroxide to form salt. You can see in the slide, the acidiform reacts with the base to form salt. Similarly, the secondary nitroalkane, second example you can see, secondary nitroalkane is also having one alpha hydrogen atom which involves in tautomerism. There is a possibility to form acidiform for the secondary nitroalkanes. Right. In presence of sodium hydroxide, this secondary nitroalkane will exist in the form of acid which will further react with sodium hydroxide to form salt. Whereas tertiary nitroalkane do not have active hydrogens. It does not involve in tautomerism. There is no acidiform, so it does not react with the base. Right? So overall we can say that nitroalkanes are called as pseudoacids. They exhibit acidity. In presence of base only, these nitroalkanes will exist in acid form and reacts with base to form salts. And another thing is, only primary secondary nitroalkanes will exhibit acidity because only these two primary secondary nitroalkanes have active hydrogens in them. Whereas tertiary nitroalkane do not have active hydrogens, therefore there is no acidity for it. This is what about acidity. Coming to the second slide, that is action of halogen. Our nitroalkanes, just now I told you that nitro group is a withdrawing group. The adjacent carbon becomes more active. So in presence of base, it exhibits acidity. Finally, when it is treated with chlorine, what happens here? There is a chlorination takes place at the alpha position. Similarly, in the second example you can see nitromethane. It is having 3 alpha hydrogens in it. So therefore, it will undergo 3 times chlorination to give the compound that is chloropicrin. Right? You can see this chloropicrin is obtained by 3 times chlorination at the alpha position. This chloropicrin is also called as nitrochloroform. Nitrochloroform because CHCl3 is called chloroform. Here one H is replaced by nitro group. Therefore it is called as nitrochloroform. Its name is chloropicrin. This is a lacrimatory substance. That means it causes tears in eye. It is a tear gas. And it is also used as a soil sterilizing agent. So this is about the action of nitroalkanes with the halogens. What happens? In presence of base, chlorination takes place at alpha position. Coming to the third slide, this is Victor-Meyer test. This is very important property of nitroalkanes. This is also known as the reaction of nitroalkanes with the nitrous acid followed by sodium hydroxide. Right, this reaction is very much useful to identify whether the given nitroalkane is primary or secondary or tertiary. Once again, I am noting you here that this is very important reaction. It is useful to distinguish, it is useful to identify the given primary nitroalkane, whether it is a primary or secondary or tertiary. Now let us see the details of the reaction. You can see in this reaction, the primary nitroalkane, it is having 2 alpha hydrogens. Secondary nitroalkane, it is having 1 alpha hydrogen, whereas tertiary does not have any alpha hydrogens with it. In the first step, what happens? The nitrosyl group is introduced at the alpha position. When the nitroalkane is treated with nitrous acid, what happens? At the first step, the water molecule has been lost and nitrosyl group is introduced at the alpha position. Right? Similarly, this product will further reacts with sodium hydroxide to give salt, sodium salt, because this primary nitroalkane product is also having one more alpha hydrogen in it, which will involve in tautomeric form, tautomerism. Therefore, in presence of base, this will be converted into acid form, which will react with sodium hydroxide to give salt, which is in red color. Whereas in secondary nitroalkane case, upon the introduction of nitrosyl group at the alpha position, there are no further alpha hydrogens in it. So there is no question of tautomerism in that compound. That means it will not be converted into another tautomeric form, that is acid form. Therefore, there is no question of acidity for this compound. It does not react with the sodium hydroxide. Therefore, the reaction stops at the first step only. This compound is blue in color. Finally, our tertiary nitroalkane, it doesn't have any alpha hydrogens, so therefore there is no question of reaction with nitrous acid. Therefore, it remains as it is without involving in the reaction. So finally we can say that primary nitroalkane having 2 alpha hydrogen atoms, first involves in reaction with nitrous acid. Thereby there is an introduction of nitrosyl group at the alpha position. Similarly, the second alpha hydrogen involve in the tautomerism and it will be converted into acid form in presence of base, that is sodium hydroxide, and it will be exhibiting acidity to form a salt. Thereby it will form red color. Right? Primary nitroalkane having 2 hydrogens. First step, introduction of nitrosyl group. In the second step, second hydrogen involves tautomeric form and it reacts with the sodium hydroxide to form a salt which is red color. And second one, that is secondary nitroalkane having only 1 alpha hydrogen. So therefore only it reacts with the nitrous acid. It does not further react with sodium hydroxide. Therefore its color is blue in color. Whereas tertiary nitroalkane, it does not have any alpha hydrogens. It does not react with nitrous acid as well as sodium hydroxide. Therefore it remains as it is as tertiary nitroalkane. It is colorless. By the end of the reaction, you can see our primary nitroalkane is red in color, secondary nitroalkane is in blue in color, tertiary nitroalkane is colorless. So with this we can say that whether the given nitroalkane is primary or secondary or tertiary. right? If someone gives you a nitroalkane, if anybody asks you whether it is primary or secondary or tertiary, you can simply perform this Victor-Meyer test, that is two-step reaction. First step, that is nitrous acid followed by sodium hydroxide. If the given nitroalkane is converted to red color, we can say that is primary. If the given nitroalkane is converted to blue color after performing the Victor-Meyer reaction, then it is secondary. If the given nitroalkane does not involve in the reaction, if it is colorless after performing the Victor-Meyer test, then it is tertiary nitroalkane. So this is very important reaction. This is useful to identify the given nitroalkane. The third one is Neff reaction. You can see Neff reaction is a hydrolysis reaction in presence of acid, right? You can see primary, secondary, tertiary nitroalkanes. Usually only primary, secondary will involve in tautomerism to give acid form. And in these primary, secondary nitroalkanes in acid form, you can see in the acid form there is a C double bond N group, C double bond N group in it. These acid form of primary, secondary nitroalkanes will undergo hydrolysis in presence of 85% sulfuric acid or in presence of hydrochloric acid to give carbonyl as a product. The primary nitroalkane will give aldehyde as a product. Secondary nitroalkane will give keto as a product. Right? This is what about Neff reaction. Mannich reaction. This is very important named reaction. Right? In this, usually what happens, you see, alpha methylation takes place. You can see in the product, the red color, that is alpha aminomethylation takes place. Aminomethylation, dialkyl aminomethylation takes place at alpha position, alpha carbon, right? So in this, what are the reactants? What are the reactants in Mannich reaction? One is the compound with active hydrogen. Compound with active hydrogen means the carbon attached to any withdrawing group. Here in this chapter we are dealing with the nitro group as a withdrawing group. Therefore we have taken here a nitro group. This is the compound having active hydrogen. That means here this is the withdrawing group. Nitro group is a withdrawing group. It is attached to carbon. Therefore this is an example of compound with active hydrogen. And formaldehyde. Another reactant is formaldehyde. The second reactant is amine. Secondary amine. Secondary amine means nitrogen attached to two alkyl groups. That is called secondary amine. Right? So in presence of acid, what happens here? Aminomethylation takes place to give this product called as Mannich base. The product formed in Mannich reaction is called as Mannich base. In this reaction, what happened? You can see here the hydrogen, active hydrogen and the oxygen from formaldehyde, the hydrogen from amine will combine together to lose water molecule, and finally we will get the aminomethylation at active carbon. Right? This is called as Mannich reaction. Right? The compound formed in this reaction is called as Mannich base. And this product formed here is Mannich base. You can see here, this is a very good precursor. From this we can prepare the alkylated carbonyl compounds by treating with the ranitidine. When we treat this compound with the ranitidine, what happens here? It will be converted into methyl substituted nitro compound. Right? Similarly, if this Mannich base is treated with alkyl iodide followed by heating, we will get the alkene as a product. Right? You can see, if you look at this, from this picture you can clearly able to write the product formed in the reaction. Just we have to remove the acidic CH, that is hydrogen, and as well as oxygen from formaldehyde, hydrogen from amine group. When we remove this water molecule, finally we can easily write the product. What happens in this reaction usually? There is a formation of CC bond at the active carbon. There is a formation of CC bond at the active carbon, right? The product formed here is managed base. In this, what happens? There is a formation of new CC bond at the active carbon. And in this reaction, if you see, we have taken secondary amine as a reactant. If we take primary amine as a reactant, this will involve in the managed reaction double times, 2 times. Such type of reaction is called as double managed reaction, right? Coming to the second, another important reaction is Michael addition reaction. Michael addition reaction. This is also a very good Nemours reaction, very important Nemours reaction. In this, we will take 2 reactants. One is compound with active carbon, Another one is double bond connected to withdrawing group, alkene connected to withdrawing group, that is activated olefin. That is called activated olefin. The first reactant is activated compound, active carbon containing compound. That is nitro group attached to the carbon. That carbon is active carbon. The another reactant is activated olefin. That means double bond connected to the another withdrawing group. Here I have taken keto as the withdrawing group, which is attached to the double bond. So in presence of base, what happens? Just now we have gone through the acidity of nitroalkanes. So here what happens in presence of base? The nitroalkane loses H plus ion to form carbon anion at the alpha position, which will be added to the olefin, which will be added to the activated olefin. You can see here in the red color, this activated carbon is attached to the CH2 group of the olefin, and the double bond is shifted to the second position. So thereby what happened here? This group is attached to the 1,4 position, that is CH2 group. This activated carbon part is added to the red color CH2 group, and this acidic hydrogen atom has been attached to the oxygen, that is red color oxygen. If you look at this, the addition takes place at the red color CH2 group and red color oxygen group. Therefore this is a 1,4 addition. This is a 1,4 addition. If you give the numbering from the CH2 red color group to the red color oxygen atom, that is 1, 2, 3, 4. That is 1,4 addition, right? So this compound will involve in the tautomerism to give the final product, right? Here in this, the reactant, that is active carbon containing compound, is called as Michael donor. The olefin with withdrawing group, that is active olefin, this is called as Michael acceptor. The product formed in the reaction is called as Michael adduct. Michael adduct, right? Coming to the next reaction, that is condensation reaction. That is, what is condensation reaction? The reaction in which the reactants added together by the loss of small moiety like water, amine, like that. This is an addition reaction which involves loss of small molecules. That is called condensation reaction. In this, what happens usually? This active CH function group containing nitroalkanes will undergo condensation with the carbonyl functional groups in presence of base, that is alkali, to give beta hydroxy compound. This is called condensation reaction, which we see in carbonyl compounds, that is aldol condensation. Here it is a condensation reaction. Right? If you see the mechanism, in the first step, what happens? The nitroalkane loses H plus ion in presence of alkali, that means base like sodium hydroxide or any other base. What happens? It will loses H plus ion. That means this nitroalkane exhibits acidity in presence of base, and it will give a stable carbon anion, that is alpha carbon anion is a stable carbon anion, right? This carbon anion formed in the first step will further undergoes addition at the carbonyl function. It will undergo addition at the carbonyl functional group, that is aldehyde, right? This C double bond O is a polar group. This double bond will be shifted to oxygen atom. Oxygen gets negative charge, carbon gets positive charge, which is attacked by the carbon anion. So thereby we will get this compound, that is alkoxide ion, beta alkoxy ion, which is further protonated in the last step, which accepts the proton from the solvent to form beta hydroxy compound. Here how do we give the nomenclature? We have to give the alpha, beta, gamma by starting from the adjacent carbon of the functional group, right? Therefore we can say that this is a beta hydroxy nitroalkane. This is what about condensation reaction. This is the addition reaction which involves loss of small molecules. When we heat this final product, that is beta hydroxy nitroalkane, we will get double bond between the alpha and beta position by losing water molecule. Finally, reduction reaction. This nitro group gives various products when we subject it to reduction in various mediums. You can see when we reduce this nitroalkane, that is nitroethane, in presence of acid medium, that is HCl in presence of tin in presence of HCl, it gives amine as a product, that is ethylamine as a product. Even in presence of lithium aluminum hydride also, we will get the primary amine, that is ethylamine. That means in presence of tin acid medium, or in presence of lithium aluminum hydride, or in presence of any metal in presence of hydrogen, that is nickel in presence of hydrogen, palladium in presence of hydrogen, these nitroalkanes will give alkyl amine as a product, because these are strong reducing agents. In presence of strong reducing agents, nitroalkanes will give amine as a product. Coming to the second reaction, that is nitroalkanes upon reduction with the neutral medium, that is ammonium chloride is a salt, it is a neutral medium. So zinc in presence of ammonium chloride is a neutral medium, it is a reduction in neutral medium. So in presence of neutral medium, upon reduction, these nitroalkanes will give hydroxyl amine as a product, that is ethyl hydroxyl amine as a product. Finally, the last one, when we reduce this nitroalkanes, nitroethane, with stannous chloride in presence of hydrochloric acid, we will get the mixture of products, that is hydroxylamine as well as oxime. You can see this right side product is oxime, right? So in this way we can say that upon reduction we will get different products based on the medium which we adopted. In presence of strong reducing agents, this nitro group is converted to amine. In neutral medium it is converted to hydroxylamine. Finally, with stannous chloride it will give mixture of products, that is hydroxylamine as well as oxime. This is what about the reduction of nitroalkanes. Right. If you summarize the important points, just what we have learned in this video presentation, you can recollect that the first point is nitroalkanes involved in tautomerism. Nitro group is a withdrawing group. So here in this the reduction takes place at nitro group, right? And here the reaction center is active carbon, that is alpha carbon, that is the reaction center. Usually reaction takes place at alpha carbon in nitroalkanes, right? These nitroalkanes exhibits acidity in presence of base. In presence of base only, nitroalkanes will be converted to acid form, that means exist in acid form, which will react with base to form salt. At the same time, we have gone through the various important named reactions in which nitroalkanes participate, that is Michael addition reaction, Mannich reaction, condensation reaction. At the same time, we have covered the important named reaction, that is Victor-Mayer test. This is a very important test with which we can identify whether the given nitroalkane is primary or secondary or tertiary. Right? Our primary nitroalkane will give red color, secondary nitroalkane will give blue color, tertiary nitroalkane will be colorless after participating in the Victor-Mayer test. Right? Finally, I think now you are feeling very comfort with the reactions which we have just gone through our video presentation, that is properties of nitroalkanes, right? If you have any doubts, just you post your doubts in the comment section, which will be answered later. Right? Finally, thank you for going through my video presentation. Thank you.